to the 2024 National League Division Series on Fox, presented by Booking.com. This rivalry has built for this through the years. One game to decide it. The Padres and the Dodgers, with the winner moving on to the championship series. We welcome you inside with the Hall of Famer John Smoltz. I'm Joe Davis. We got what baseball wanted coming into this series at Game 5. Who's going to win it? Well, if the first 4 games of the series are any indication, John, it's going to be the team that starts fast.
Yeah, we knew this was going to be fun, and it's been done in different ways. A lot of offense early. It has been making a statement by either team by the 4th inning and then locking it down. This is a great offensive club that each team has. Can the starters navigate the beginning? That's going to be the storyline. That's going to be the focus.
It's one of the gifts that sports can give us, right? A winner-take-all game. And in those games, you always have a guy that provides that swing that you'll talk about for years. There's all kinds of star power in this series and a long list of candidates to be that guy.
There is a lot of star power with emotion, with flair, with dramatics. So many that I would say a star is going to win it tonight. And that's going to be the case for either team when they are able to set the tone, make the adjustments. They got all the information. They've seen the pitchers. They've been there, done that. Now it's about executing.
We got our East Coast participant. We know the New York Mets will be in the National League Championship Series. It's time for a West Coast team to punch its ticket. So it all comes down to one game. This emotional ride goes the distance. Now, who will it be? The Dodgers or the Padres, with the New York Mets waiting in the championship series? It's the night this series deserves. Winner take all, Game 5, next on Fox. And if you think this game is big here, how about in Japan? The first postseason game in Major League history featuring 2 Japanese-born starting pitchers. That's not even to mention the guy hitting leadoff for the Dodgers and Shohei Ohtani. It's 9 a.m. in Tokyo in the eyes of a baseball-loving country right here on Los Angeles. One of the biggest days in Japanese baseball history as these guys face off. Down to the field now, Ken Rosenthal.
Joe, a hobbling Freddie Freeman is back in the lineup, but the biggest question for the Dodgers is their pitching. For all the talk about how they should line up their arms, the bottom line is this. Including posting fee, the Dodgers spent $375 million to get Yoshinobu Yamamoto. If they can't trust him in a situation like this, then what kind of message does that send? Thus, the pressure on Yamamoto and the Dodgers is intense. This is a team that committed $1.4 billion in player salaries last offseason. And yet, if the Dodgers lose tonight, it will be the 3rd straight year they've been knocked out in this round by a division opponent. Now over to Tom Verducci.
Well, thanks, Ken. Numbers. They help tell the story of Yu Darvish and the craft of pitching. In Game 2, he threw 7 different pitches at 19 different speeds, 23 miles per hour apart. The operative number tonight is 4. As in days of rest. Darvish has made only 4 starts this year on 4 days of rest with an ERA over 6. Now, Padres manager Mike Schilt told me that will not influence how he runs the game tonight. I will watch his stuff, Schilt told me, and that will tell me what to do. Joe.
All right, Tom, these Padres had all the energy, all the momentum, but now find themselves right where the Dodgers have been, with their backs against the wall. And a team that seemed unshakable for a lot of the year looks to respond, still 1 win away from the championship series. Here's the lineup for Game 5. Luis Arraez leads off, and then Tatis, who's been the best hitter this postseason on any club. Jurickson Profar bats 3rd and left field. Manny Machado's at 3rd base hitting cleanup. Jackson Merrill and Xander Bogaerts. And then down at the bottom, David Peralta, surprise star for the Padres in this series. Cronenworth bats 8th, and Kyle Higashioka does the catching out of the 9th spot. Yamamoto gave up 5 runs in 3 innings in Game 1. What do you want to see him change?
Biggest adjustment's going to be, can he make his split look like a strike and end up for a ball? He spiked too many of them. Might have been nerves, might have been something that he's worked through in his mechanics in the bullpen. He's got to throw enough strikes with his fastball. You cannot be afraid of a great lineup. You have to be the one that sets the tone. And if he sets the tone early, that will mean Dave Roberts rests a little better.
What do you think it is about him and the Padres, though? Because 3 games against him, he's given up 13 runs in 9 innings. Against the rest of baseball, he's pitched like a Cy Young.
Well, it's one thing to know if you've got a tip on what he's tipping. That's one thing. But the other thing, I watched film, he just left too many pitches over the middle of the part of the plate. And against a non-strikeout team in the Padres, if you leave one in the middle of the plate, they're going to make you pay. And so establishing of that early, and he's got a tough dude to face, because this man, Arise, has not gotten to the start he wants, and he could set the tone just like Ohtani could set the tone for their respective clubs.
Yeah, these Padres, John, scored 6 runs in the 2nd inning of Game 3. They had all the momentum, but they've not scored a run in the 15 innings since.
Yeah, the Dodgers did a nice job cooling them off with 8 different pitchers. And again, the challenge of a Game 5, whose heartbeat is the slowest, who's not afraid to fail, because you can say that and it sounds simple, but guys go out in a game that they know makes their team advance, and they tighten up. You cannot play tight in a winner-take-all game.
Started the regular season in Korea, played 13 times during the regular year. This right here could be the biggest Dodger-Padre game ever. Off we go in Game 5, and a fastball misses away to Arise.